All right, good morning and good afternoon. Great to see everyone on the call. We have an exciting special guest today on the Kim Master Agency. We have Jeremiah Tacker, who's going to be jumping on pretty soon. He's a regional vice president of Transamerica, and he has some exciting new products that he wants to introduce us to. And before we get started, our Kim Master Agency consists of Frank Brennis, Stefan Brennis, Landry Peterson, Bo Hirschfield, and Crew Peterson Agency. And this call is every Monday at 9:30 a.m. If you haven't jumped on this before, it's a weekly thing, and we go over all the leaderboards, and we have special guests and things like that. So make sure you plug in. Let's get started. So, new agent orientation. Jessica, I think you just finished this up. And could you go over this real quick? What should the new agents expect jumping on this new agent orientation?
Absolutely. So we do new agent orientation every Monday from 8:30 to 9:30. It's a very quick, in-depth look at everything. We run you guys through our different platforms, our Opt CRM, our HQ portal, the LMS, all of the things. We walk you through it all step by step, get to kind of introduce those things to you and give you just a quick little like virtual tour of things, show you some bookmarks and resources to
Corazón.
have on hand. We
Ok, yo,
do
yo ya estaba poniendo el chicken.
Okay, I'll mute
Sorry.
it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll mute it. No worries.
Awesome. We walk you guys through goal setting, SNA, 6 apps in 6 weeks, how to hit your slingshots. We're also going to show you how to actually run an appointment setting phone call and do a case workup. It's very interactive. So when
Mhm.
you're on new agent orientation, cameras on, mics on, notes out, because it's going to be interactive. We're going to be talking to you guys throughout the entire thing. You're going to hear the two hosts. It's always co-hosted. You hear us do a little role play appointment set phone call so you can hear what it sounds like for you to do those things. And then we give you about 5 minutes to take that CQF that you fill out during that appointment set phone call. And we've already showed you at some point during the NAO how to do a case workup, what carriers to look at, and how to use the underwriting cheat sheet guide so that you guys can go do a quick workup. And then you tell us what carriers you think will be a good fit. And we show you what we would do as experienced agents. So you get the full effect of everything. We usually recommend for all new agents to attend this at least 2 to 3 times, if not more. Every time is different hosts. Every time is a different experience. I just had a brand new agent actually text me and say she got a lot more out of this week doing it a second time.
Nice.
So just thank
Mhm.
you. And also shout out to Drake Stratton for being our main host this morning and helping me out with that.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Jessica. And guys, remember, this is for you guys, right? The leaders are doing this to help you learn this business as quickly as possible and make you help become profitable. So if you have these trainings and new agent orientation, I want to make sure you plug into it and really take advantage of this. And I really appreciate the leaders stepping up to do this every morning on Monday. And let's talk about the 60-day challenge. So, baby, can you go over it real quick? How has it been so far for the agency?
It's been great. Yeah, we're on day 7, so it's been about a week now. Anybody that wants to join, it's not too late. The WhatsApp group chat is it's lit. We're
Yeah.
all sending like our progressions, like we're sending
Mm.
our bottles of water, our workouts, the calendar. It's a lot of fun. We're all staying on the same page, keeping each other accountable, and it's a good time.
Yeah, yeah. And this is for us to after the conference, we were so fired up and we have this incredible momentum going on. And one thing I realize is in my life, when I work out, I just feel better the whole day, and work is better. Just my attitude is better. And I feel like we wanted to share this together so that we can do it as a team and do it, hold each other accountable. So just to go over it real quick, so 45-minute exercise, and it could be walking on around the block. No, we also have the read 10 pages of the book of your choice, something that's going to help you with your personal growth, business, or mindset. Drink 2 liters of water. This is something that we need to be very conscious of. And I was telling Jessica, like, just having a little alarm will help you because sometimes when you're so busy working, I don't even eat for the whole day from morning to the evening. So just making sure that you're drinking that water. And then no alcohol or give up advice. So if you have something that you wanted to give up, trying to become better at that, you can cut out alcohol or anything else that you choose to do. And then number five is three gratitudes, something that you want to write down, something that you're grateful about. And it's actually preferably something different every
Yeah.
time will be better. So you can really think about other things that maybe we take it for granted on a daily basis that we're really grateful for. And then number six, three daily business action items. I think this is very important. A lot of the challenges only talk about health, right? Health, but we also wanted to implement business action items so that we can continuously help you grow in your business. So write down three business tasks every morning, what you're going to accomplish, and that helps you so much to accomplish those throughout the day.
Someone already lost 4 pounds.
Yeah, we have agents who lost 4 pounds in just like 3 to 4 days of doing this. And what else?
Someone quit nicotine.
Yeah, some people quit nicotine. So this is for you guys, and if you want to join, just tell your agency owner or your key leader, and we'll go ahead and get you plugged in.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
All right. Very proud of you guys for keep doing this. Yeah, it takes a lot to do this. And just a quick reminder, next Monday. There's no Kim Master agency call because we're observing Labor Day. I want to make sure that people have a long weekend and have a great time with their family. However, we do have a special Thursday elite training next week on September 4th. It will be with Pete from American Amicable, and brand new IUL is coming from American Amicable. They're going to be rolling out, and he really wanted to jump on our call. So instead of doing it on Monday, we're going to do it on a Thursday that I typically do the elite training, but we're going to have the special guest to go over that. Okay. So make sure you plug into that next week on September 4th. And Symmetry Financial Corporate Overview. This is every Monday at 5 p.m. East, Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern on the sfgdojo.com. Frank is going to be traveling to Nicaragua for, I think, week or two. So he's going to be absent, but I think some of the leaders, key leaders, are going to be stepping up. Also, team leader, key leader, and also Stefan Brand is going to be stepping up to help it out. So,
Yeah, Sean. It's going to be this week. We're
yeah,
rotating leaders here. It's going to be Jessica Jackson and
awesome.
Kat Kusick. So there's an updated
Yeah.
flyer on this. So, guys, I got a
Okay.
bunch of people coming to this. I personally have maybe 4 or 5 people coming to this
Wow.
tonight, and
Let's
Awesome.
leverage
go.
the
We,
system.
we'll be on our A game tonight.
Yes, yes. I actually have a
Let's
dad
go.
that's looking into this too, and he's
Yeah.
got a big family,
Wow.
so he's looking at this as well. So you guys are gonna crush it, Jessica. I know you and Kat are doing a great job, so I'm excited, and I want the ladies to lead. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so if you have somebody that is interested in joining Symmetry, send them this link and they'll be able to watch a live corporate overview and find out about the Symmetry opportunity. And it can be life-changing. You could be a simple text that you send out and say, hey, I know you're working on 2, 3 jobs. Maybe this is a great opportunity for you so you can get some of that time and money freedom back. And sales mastery with Stefan Brennes. So, Stefan, you're going to be doing this every Wednesday, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Every Wednesday, I do casework, coaching and posture, live dials, and if I have an appointment, I'll run a live appointment. So who knows what happens? Sometimes I get denied, but it's okay to let you know. It's just all learning, right? And learning and
Mhm.
learning. So plug in, take some notes. It's going to be, I'm very vulnerable, very transparent and
Yeah.
bold authenticity. So you definitely want to make sure you attend this if you don't have an appointment.
Yeah, I love that. And Stefan, yeah, we appreciate you doing that because I love how honest you are, right? If you close a deal, great. If not, it's okay because the next one is gonna come. And that's the approach we have. We're not gonna have too much emotional attachment to each client. We're here to help clients, but if they don't want to be helped, it's okay. We have other clients that want to be helped, and that's our mindset, and that's what Stefan teaches about and how to become
Correct.
tough on their skin as well. All right. And Elite Training with Sean Kim. So this one is the one I was talking about. Pete from American Amicable is going to join us next week, Thursday. So make sure you plug in. And the other weeks, I go over a specific product or illustrations of IULs, annuities, debt-free life, and you learn a thing or two. Just plug into that. And the Pathfinder, this is just a tool Symmetry offers now. It's a tax-free retirement, debt elimination, and smart banking illustration software. And if you don't have it, it's okay. Talk to your agency owner or one of your leaders, and we'll help you get this set up. So if you have any clients who need in one of these three services, then we can help them out. And just quick contests that are going on after the conference. Forrester's Live Well is a participating whole life policy. So when you hear about the word infinite banking, you're using your own money and you're instead of using a bank, you're creating your own bank account through a life insurance that grows tax free and you can use the money tax free. And this Forrester's product is an instant decision, Live Well Plus, and it's $100 pretty much bonus every time you sell one product that gets issued between the date of actually August 15th to the September 30th. So we still have a plenty of time to go, over a month left, and it has to be issue paid by October 31st. So if you sold like three to five, that's $300 to $500 extra on top of your commission. And Mutual of Omaha Lead Credit Contest. So this one started right after the conference till September 15th. And if you were to, you have to rank in the top five with a minimum of 7,500 issue paid premium with any of their simplified issue product like the IUL Express, Term Life Express, Living Promise, Accidental Policy, or Critical Advantage. And first place gets a $1,000 lead credit. Second to fifth place get a $500 lead credit. And also you get, I guess, a custom personalized Mutual of Omaha hockey jersey. That was really cool. He was wearing that at the conference. Adam Shatea. And the dojo. So the sfgdojo.com, the reason why we have it is because this is a place where people gather to work on their business, and maybe agents are learning as a new agent, or who have been doing this for a while, they're master at this and they're teaching the new agents, and place to be. So if you wanted to learn from the best, plug in, and there's agents working every day on the dojo, and it's sfgdojo.com. Room Bingo. So we are going to do a spin the wheel real quick. So agents who participate in this Room Bingo, this is every Saturday between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific. And you get a bingo card with the different objections and different things that happens when you're dialing. And you can cross out those things and win a gift. It could be a lead credit, it could be a swag gift cards, who knows, right? This week we have how many people do we have here? Yeah, we have 7 people who are in the dojo doing the room bingo. So we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and see who wins the prize. Oh, who's that? Luke. Okay, Luke. Congratulations. You're the winner. So we're gonna get you send out a gift card sometime today. And just go ahead and make sure you give us your correct email address and we'll get you sent you a electronic gift card to you. Congratulations to you. All right. So make sure you join this. It happens every Saturday between 8 and 10 a.m. Pacific. SNA swag bag contest. So, babe, you're going to be sending this out
Yes.
today?
I have 2 to send out today.
Yeah, okay. So SNA swag bag, the cool thing is Amanda actually curates different things. It could be some Korean snacks, it could be some carrier swags, different gifts. It's mystery, right? So we have 2 people who won last week, and we're gonna be getting that sent out today. And if you don't know what SNA is, it's agents who hit season new agent, 6 apps in first 6 weeks of getting contracted with Symmetry. Okay, so if you hit that, just let your team leader or key leader or agency owner know, and we'll make sure with this gift bag gets sent out to you. All right, and Stefan, you do the dojo scripts and role playing sparring?
Yes, yes. It's me and Kathy. We do this
Perfect.
together. We double team it. And so
Mhm.
guys, you got to know your scripts, right? You want to establish confidence, get leads, get beat up. We do role play here. We feed off each other. So this should be a high participation, cameras on. Let's get good, right? We're going to be terrible in the beginning, but we got to get the marbles out and let's practice amongst each other. We do rapid fire objections. If you went to conference, you know that it's all about knowing your scripts and reading your scripts. A lot of times when I don't follow the scripts, I miss pre-qualification questions, and it causes more work at the back end, and if they don't get approved, that's just caused me more time on the back end. So you want to make sure you do a really good job underwriting in the beginning as much as you can, and you do that by following scripts. So there's objections in there. There's also phrases that we should say that are evergreen. Okay, no problem. That's exactly what I'm calling. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I'm calling. So those are the phrases that if you don't know your rebuttals at right there at the top of your head, you can always say those phrases. And we practice that. That gives us
Mm,
the bridge, saves us those critical seconds, milliseconds to get into the actual and find the actual objection. So make sure you're on this, guys. Unless you're producing, 15, 20,000 a month consistently, I want to see you on this call. All right.
yeah, yeah, I love that. And Stefan's one of the best. I think he was the number two net place agent in all of Kim Master Agency. So he knows what he's talking about, and he's really good at overcoming objections. No BS, right? Make sure you plug in. And let's go over some newly onboarded agents of the week. So we have Lisbeth Tupo, Director Cheryl Epps, and in the Crew Peterson agency, we have Caitlin Rose McDonald, Director Crew Peterson. And in the Frank Brennis agency, we have Dan Davies. I know Dan Davies. Welcome back, Director Frank Brennis. And in the Landry Peterson agency, we have three new agents, Ashley Dobrinoff, Director Ashton Hart, and Zachary Thompson and Justin Peters. And we know Justin Peters, finally, right? And then Ashley, we know, of course. So congratulations to you, Director Drake Stratton. Very excited for you to start your journey with Symmetry. And first time writers of the week. So typically what we do is we actually do a spin the wheel and choose a new writer to get a $50 lead credit. But Nida Galib was the only agent on the new writer this week. So that means Nida is automatically going to win the $50 lead credit in the Frank Brennis agency. So congratulations, and we'll get that updated into your op sometime today. So you'll have that $50 lead credit to purchase leads. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then, so for agents who don't know what this is, if you write your first application with Symmetry, you enter into the spin the wheel and you have a chance to win a $50 lead credit just to help you get your business going. So if you are a new agent and haven't written a policy yet, make sure you do. Let's go over the top five agents of the day. So we have Aaron Callahan, Ian Hollinger, Bo Hirschfield, Nora Formento, and number one was Kat Cusick with 4941. And Kat's been on fire. Yeah, she's been killing it. I think over 10,000 in a week. Incredible. And we have August 19th, Bo Hirschfield, Blake Olson, Kat Kuzik, Veronica Sanchez, and Stefan Brennis with 4,687. We don't expect anything less from Stefan. Killing it. And August 20th, we have Ryan Hilliard, Jessica Jackson, Erin Callahan, Bo Hirschfield, and number one was Nora Fermento with 7,775. What a good number, right? Congratulations, Nora. And 21st of August, we have Stefan Brennis, Kemi Macy, Drake Stratton, Charles Malone, and number one was Thomas Prouse with 1663. And we'd love to have your picture so that we can see your beautiful face. So make sure you give your team leader, key leader, agency owner your headshot, and we'll get that added for you. And then August 22nd, we have Michael Vatour with Marco Scolari, Aaron Callahan, Ashton Hart. And Ashton, usually 7428, you'll be number one. But man, Stefan had just like 90 extra APV somehow. Stefan Brennis, number one,
Sorry, Ashton. Great job, though.
7,519. Next time, Ashton.
Yeah.
But great job. And then August 23rd. So these are our weekend warriors. We have Raquel Reed, 709, Marco Scolari, 2258, and Nora Fermento, 3,454 APV. So these are the weekend warriors. Congratulations. And then August 24th, it was Sunday, and Rose Vincent, 1,800 APV, and Ashton Hart, actually number one, 2801. Great Sunday. So what we do is we actually do a weekend warrior spin the wheel. Any agent who submits at least one application between Saturday and Sunday, you get an entry on the spinning wheel. So let's go ahead and spin that. Ooh, Ashton?
Ashton.
Okay, Ashton, congratulations. You get a $50 lead credit, and we'll get that uploaded into your opt, and you can purchase leads with that lead credit right away. Congratulations to you. So if you are an agent and if you want to write some business on the weekend, it pays off because you're going to be on the spin the wheel and it increase your chance to win the $50 lead credit. And let's go over some base shop numbers. So Crew Peterson Agency, 7658, 4 unique writers, 8 apps. We have Kemi Macy, we have Crew Peterson, Ian Hollinger, and Zamari Waters. Landry Peterson Agency, 13680, 5 unique writers, 6 apps. Ashton Hart, Drake Stratton, Thomas Prowse, Marco Scolari, and Emma Forey. And Stefan Brennan Space Shop, 16,314, 2 unique writers, 13 apps, Stefan Brennis and Kathy Rizzo.
Let's go, Kathy.
Yeah, Warrior Spirit Award.
Oh,
And then Community Base Shop, we have 17,796 APV, 5 unique writers, 9 apps, Nora Fermento, Veronica Sanchez, Annabelle Hazelton, Tyson Ives, and Marlon Castaneda. Frank Brennan Space Shop, 17,805, 11 unique writers, 1 new writer, 15 apps, Kat Cusick, Esther Ojo, Isis Weaver, Charles Malone, Jessica Jackson, Edward Garcia, Corey Kinnebrew, Ryan Hilliard, Millicent Stewart, Nida Galib, and Kanye Ojo. That's a great list of agents there. And we have Bo Hirschfield Agency, 27,477 APV, 8 unique writers, 21 applications. Aaron Callahan, Bo Hirschfield, Michael Vatour, Blake Olson, Caitlin Crawford, Rose Vincent, Adrian Coles, and Christopher Trella. Well done. Congrats to Bo Hirschfield being the #1 base shop in the Kim Master. Top 10 APV producers. So last week we had Esther Ojo, 2430, Crew Peterson, 2463, Cami Macy, 2580, Veronica Sanchez, 3714, Ashton Hart, 7,428, Kat Kuzik, 8,239, Bo Hirschfield, 9,895. And you know when Bo is not top 3, like agents are popping
Doing
off,
good.
right? Aaron Callahan, 11,016. Nothing better than when your agents are becoming successful and doing better than you. So that's amazing. Nora Fermento, 11,839. And Stefan Brennis with 15,282 for the week. Wow. Great job, man. And top app count producers. So Michael Vatour, Esther Ojo, Crew Peterson, and Veronica Sanchez with 2 applications. Cami Macy, Kat Kuzik, Bo Hirschfield, Nora Fermento with 4 applications. Aaron Callahan with 9 applications. And Stefan Brennis, double digit, 12 applications for the week. Wow. Amazing. And top agency builders category. So team leader category, we have Jason Powers, Tanner Redding, Veronica Sanchez, Ashton Hart, and #1 was Kat Kuzik with 13,701. And key leader category, we have Annabelle Hazelton, Jessica Jackson, Jericho Engino de Rosario, and Drake Stratton was #1 with 12,000 APV with 5 apps. And agency owner category, we have Crew Peterson, Landry Peterson, Stefan Brennis, Sean and Amanda Kim, Frank Brennis, and #1 was Bo Hirschfield Agency. Congratulations. And to finish it off, we're going to talk about the top 20 APV producers for the month. And we have like 5 days left, guys. And let's see how we finish the month. And we have Raul Mansueto, Thomas Prowse, Charles Malone, Ian Hollinger, Marco Scolari, Cami Macy, Joshua Headley, Ashton Hart, Drake Stratton, Landry Peterson. Top 10, Jessica Jackson, Rose Paula Vincent, June Ferreira, Rick Cortez, Christopher Trella. Top 5, Kat Kuzik, Nora Fermento, Aaron Callahan, and Bo Hirschfield. And #1 is Stefan Brennis with 45,000 APV. Great month so far. Absolutely crushing it. And now
Hey,
we
Sean,
have, yeah,
but
go ahead.
before we get into Jeremiah Tracker, I want to introduce, do we have some new agents on the call?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Lucas, who's the returning agent. He's officially not officially on, but you hear
Uh-huh.
him, Lucas Santino. So shout out to Lucas and all the new agents that are coming on board that are first time in this call. So shout out to you.
Oh, Lucas?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, we know Lucas.
The
Yeah,
Yeah.
ghost,
man. He's
the
Yeah.
ghost,
back.
Lucas, the
He's
ghost.
he's back, and then
Yeah, yeah.
he also has two more agents coming on, man.
Wow,
So
That's
that's exciting.
exciting.
So good to have you back, Lucas.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Appreciate it. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then not next one because we're gonna be doing the Labor Day, so we're not gonna be doing the call, but the week after that, I would love to shout out some SNAs and some new agents coming on board. So let's do that, Stefan. All right. So let me go ahead and unshare this screen and let me put some highlight on our special guest, Jeremiah. Here you go. So Jeremiah is the regional vice president of Transamerica, and I had a chance to develop a great relationship with him. He actually invited us to come to Denver a couple months before the conference, and we learned about some of the amazing products, the FE Express and the IULs and things like that. That's going to be soon coming out. And just is so supportive, and we're excited to really partner with Transamerica and start using their product. And so good to have you, Jeremiah. Why don't you introduce yourself and kind of explain what Transamerica is special?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. It was it was a pleasure to meet you and your wife at conference.
Yeah.
I know we got to have you down in Denver, over in Denver, which was an awesome little couple days there, which was great. So yes, we're doing some great things, man. So I appreciate you letting me on. I know it's my first time on your call. There's so much to talk about from what Transamerica has been doing, even over the last year. That I've spoken with some of you in that, but not haven't got a chance to reach everybody. So I'm grateful to be on this call and share some. I don't know. Do I have like what do I have, like 20, 30 minutes? How long do I have, Sean?
You have as much time as you want, Jeremiah. You're going to be
Awesome.
closing out. So, yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, I won't keep you guys too long, but I do want to share a lot of stuff that we're doing here. But I'll introduce myself. So my name is Jeremiah Tacker. I am the regional VP for Transamerica. I've been in the industry for 19 years. I've been working with Transamerica primarily during that time, off and on. So I was with them for 10 years when I started in the industry in 2007. I left there, and actually, when I left, I went into personal producing, and I was a personal producer for almost 6 years. And during that time, I actually trained and grew and recruited agents as well. Grew a little agency underneath me, and it was very successful at the time. Unfortunately, I had to step away from that now about 2.5 years ago that I've been back with Transamerica in this role. So, excited with my journey. It's taken me where it is, and I'm going with the flow, and I love Transamerica. I love what we're doing. The leadership that we have is what brought me back, and it's doing a lot of the things that I think are getting slowly introduced to you guys. And so, you guys as Symmetry as a whole are such a large group, and I cover you on my own, really, with some help from internals and account manager, really, but really on my own. So it's tough to get out to all of you, but I love going to the conference, seeing you guys, going to different events, and hanging with you guys. So with that, I want to bring a lot of stuff to the table. So first, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys just the portal, right? I want to start here because if you don't know where you're going, right, when you get into our portal, how are you going to write us? So I want to know where you're going to write things. So this is our portal. It's secure.transamerica.com. Again, secure.transamerica.com. If someone wants to put that in the chat, you definitely can. But when you're out here, guys, if you're writing, okay, if you're writing IULs, if you're writing terms, if you're writing our old final expense, okay, the immediate solutions product, our lifetime whole life, right? If you're writing those, you're going to illustrate them here under Transamerica Life Illustrator. I'm not going to launch everything due to time, but I will, you can reach out to our sales desk. You can give me a call afterwards if you're having trouble. But Transamerica Life Illustrator, a really well-built illustration software that you can quote and illustrate those products, right? Again, that's our old immediate solutions product, term, IUL, and our lifetime whole life. You can quote and illustrate there. And then once you have that, you would go over to the iGo app and write that business there. Okay, that's where you're going to write those through the electronic app and do those online for your clients, right? So all those products are available under those two. Quote and illustrate here, write them here. Today, though, what I really want to focus on partly is the new FE Express solution. So down here, you'll see a new tab we built out for the Transamerica FE Express solution. This is our, well, to you guys, maybe, some of you maybe, is our brand new final expense product. We rolled it out about a year ago, but since I'm first time on the call, I'm introducing it to you today as a brand new FE product. Okay, it has its own tab. If you want to write this product, you can launch it here. I'm going to go into this one because this one's really easy to launch and show you what the tab looks like once you get in. Right, once it rolls here, you'll be able to quote our new FE Express. You'll be able to do a risk assessment on this new FE Express product, and you'll be able to write a new application, all in this one tab. We made it really easy and convenient for you guys to do this in one single spot. Everything you need to do. Okay, so I wanted to show you that real quick, just where you're going, the lay of the land on where you're going to write these different things. Right, FE Express product, go into its own tab. Any of our other products, you're quoting and illustrating here, and then on the Transamerica Life Illustrator, going to the iGo app to write it. Okay, I see a comment in there. Transamerica, yes, FE Express is one of the best FE Express out there. I 100% agree, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to talk about that one today a little bit. Right, I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to share my screen here, and I'll give my contact information out at the end. But I want to go over the underwriting real quick on this for you guys. I want you guys to see what we're doing from an underwriting perspective that makes this product so special. Let me find my tab here. Why am I missing my tab? One more. There we go. That's what I want. So I'll start here. Let's share this screen. So you guys can all see this.
Yes.
All right, well, here's one thing that we made. So these are some changes that we made probably about 2 months ago, right? That we've changed and made better for you guys. So here's one piece, and I can go back to a couple other things. Here's one piece, hospitalization. So if you're really looking to write Transamerica and you're saying, my client's been hospitalized for 2 or more nights within 12 months, they're going to be a decline. Okay? Easy way to decide if it's Transamerica worthy or not. That's one way to decide and really put a stamp on yes or no. Now, I say that in light of 3 other ways we're going to be able to do it, right? If they haven't been hospitalized, they're good. If they've only been hospitalized for overnight in the last 12 months, then they're fine. Or if they've been hospitalized 2 or more nights after, over a year ago, then they are good. So there's 3 ways you're going to be able to counter this hospitalization deal. The one that gets you is the 2 or more nights within 12 months. Everything else is fine, right? So you're good there. We made that change here about 2 months ago. But the big change we made was the comorbidities, right? This was the big one that held up Transamerica, right? We've gone over, we've done like unrelated health conditions and single health conditions, which I can talk about here in a second, but our comorbidities is what really was holding us up. I call those single condition clients, those clients that are unicorns, right? You don't find them very often. So when you have multiple conditions, especially when they're related conditions, which is what comorbidity stands for you guys that are new, I sound fancy saying comorbidities, but it's really related medical conditions that all it is. So when we say we used to only take, 2 conditions would put you in a more of a graded or declined state, right? What we did was we had new rules now. Now we're accepting 3 or more. So when we look at this, here's what we used to look at. Here's our old examples of our related conditions. Now, like I said, you have 1 condition, they're unicorns. If you get 2, as you can see on here, some of these are 2, we're going to put you in a graded or sometimes even a decline. It didn't really help us increase sales or help you guys out with more clients being able to be approved by Transamerica, right? You can see there's 14 conditions listed here that are related. Now, and out of the 14, you have 10 decline and 4 graded. It wasn't helping our business, wasn't helping you. So what did we do? We made some changes. So like things like COPD and stroke 2 months ago was a graded. As of now, it is select day one coverage.
Wow. Huge.
Lupus and irregular heartbeat was graded. Now it's select. Same with these next two if I go through them. So CHF and diabetes together was graded. Now it's select. Diabetes and stroke was graded. Now it's select. So there's 4 big ones right there. We moved from graded all the way to day one coverage. And so what I mean by select, guys, is day one level coverage. Okay? That means if I write a policy on Sean today and he has COPD and stroke right in his background, he gets select rating, but he passes away tomorrow, he gets full death benefit day one. Okay? Not graded. It's that level coverage. So that's what we're meaning by that. So this is different than all other carriers out there, guys. We're taking this underwriting to a new level.
Yeah.
Right now we get to these next, I want to say these next 4. I'm going to say these last 6. I'm just going to put these up here. But you see here, muscular dystrophy and wheelchair was a decline. We bumped it to graded. Diabetes and renal failure, I don't even know a carrier that takes this. Like, honestly, when I was in the field, that was an automatic GI, right? We actually take it graded. Stroke and supplemental oxygen was a decline. Now it's graded. Muscular dystrophy and CHF was a decline. We bumped that one all the way up to select.
Wow.
Okay. And the big thing, guys, about our graded rates is for those of you that have been writing Transamerica and got some graded, you probably have seen our graded rates were astronomical. Okay, the only benefit that you were getting was our Everest plan, which I'll talk about here in a minute. With our Everest plan, it's our funeral concierge service, right? That a graded plan is not going to have, right? But now, as of July 17th, which was what, a month ago, a little over a month ago, we actually repriced our graded, so now they're more competitive with those GI rates. So now you're getting competitive pricing against the GI on that graded side, also getting Everest with Transamerica, which is huge. And you'll see why Everest is such a big selling point here in a second. CHF is congestive heart failure. I saw that question come through. I can kind of see a little bit of them coming through. So, and we can get some questions at the end too, guys, for sure. But I want to get to these last 6. So this is really kind of cool. So Sean, I like to put the leaders or Steve or Stefan or whoever else wants to chime in. But these last 6 here, right? You're looking at them and you're probably looking at most carriers are going to probably decline. Maybe some of them are graded. So they were a decline with Transamerica. So if I could tell you we could get you graded, would you be kind of excited about graded on these conditions here as you're looking down this list, these last 6?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's huge.
But what if go ahead.
Yeah, that's huge.
What if I could do one better and tell you I could get you select day one coverage for every single one of these?
Wow. Guys, just so I can chime in on this, I wrote thousands of policies in my life, and congestive heart failure or any type of failures, like a major organ failure, is mostly decline or graded at best. So for us to be able to give them coverage level policy from day one, that's amazing. And just Liz, so just to answer your question, yes, it still applies the 2-year rule for like the contestability, like every other life insurance policy. But if the client answered honestly on the application, the death benefit should pay out. Correct, Jeremiah?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. That's huge, guys. I mean, think about it. COPD, congestive heart failure, and client has like a AFib or had a stroke, and they can get a level 1 coverage. I mean, day 1 coverage. So that's why I was saying clients who might have been declined or graded with other carriers, we could definitely try with Transamerica and get them a better deal for the client and give them coverage right away.
100%. But I want to flip that on you, Sean. I want to say, not if they get declined by their carriers. I want you to write Transamerica first. And then if they get declined by us, then you can go to the carriers. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
So let's go that way with it, right? Transamerica. And then if they get declined, which probably not, I mean, it's going to be really hard to get us declined, but then you can go to another carrier. So we'll flip the script on Sean there. I like doing that. But guys, you see here, right? You see this. And now I wanted to just throw out there again, right? I want to throw out there again that the hospital play does come in here, right? So again, if you have a CHF and stroke here that is listed as select, but they've been in the hospital within the last 12 months for 2 or more nights, right? They're going to get declined. So you got to remember that hospital question, right? So these do apply, but for those that don't have that 2 or more nights in the last 12 months of hospital stay. So, but huge things that we did here, right? We took 14 comorbidities or related medical conditions, went from 10 declined to 4 graded, and Sean, we flipped them to say only 3 graded and 11 select day 1 coverages. That's huge, guys. That is so huge when it comes to getting your clients covered. So, as I stated before, I know we're going to get this business because we're the only one that's going to take it, right?
Yeah.
But I do want to earn your healthy clients as well, right? I want to earn as much of your business as we can.
Yeah.
I know we're not going to get all of it. I know there's plenty of carriers that have plenty of things going on, the trips and incentives and all those things. And you guys are going to go after those, right?
Yeah.
But we do want this, and we do want your healthy clients. We did this to earn more of your business. And so please help us do that by writing your policies with Transamerica. And I want to just answer a question here. The max face value on this is $50,000 up to age 75. So 18 to 75 up to 50,000 in coverage.
That's
for
huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because age typically, if they're younger than 40 to 45 years old, most insurance carriers don't offer this type of final expense policy. So people who are maybe younger with some health issues too, you can actually be considered for that. Because I would say there's like a little area where they're not old enough to get a guaranteed issue, but their health is not good enough to get a term or an IUL, so that they're kind of stuck in the middle. But I mean, this could actually help some clients with some health issues too. So I think this is a really, really good product.
Right. And to top that as well, to add on to that, I will say is, most carriers start to tier down, the older they get as max face amount, where we're not, right? We're giving you that advantage to go all the way up to age 75 and get them up to 50,000 in coverage. So, and to throw on top of that, you could even write them a second immediate solution. So our old final expense, you could write that and get them actually in total between the FE Express and the immediate solution, 100,000 in coverage on final expense with Transamerica. So if you have clients that are looking for more than 50,000 in coverage, you could essentially, between the two products that we have, this one obviously is going to be the easiest one. And I'll talk about it here more in a second, why it's the easiest one. But you could write this one and then our immediate solutions as well, and combine them for a total of 100,000 in coverage if they qualify for 50K in both.
That's great. Jeremiah,
now,
real quick, can I interrupt you real quick? Because I have an agent who wrote a Transamerica yesterday, I believe. And so if a client, we applied for the select level, but health is not good enough, do they automatically get considered for graded, or do they get flat out declined and we have to apply again?
Nope, they will. So whatever you apply for, we're going to give them the best rating that we can give them, right?
Okay.
So if you apply for select, but they only fit our graded, we're going to give you graded. If they are a decline, we're going to decline them. If they do apply for select and they can get select, they will get select.
Got it. So if they actually get declined and don't get a graded offer, that means the client's health is pretty bad then, right?
Right.
Okay. Perfect.
Looking at this list right here, they would be pretty bad
okay.
if they got declined.
Good to know. An agent was asking. Thanks.
Definitely. I see a question. Does Transamerica still require a blood test on this new program? No. On our final expense, we are simplified issue. So we do not require any blood tests, just MIB and script check and that. But that's the other big thing I was going to get into, guys. With this new FE Express, guys, this is a 8-minute application. That's an average that's taking our agents, you guys, to do our new FE Express application is 8 minutes. You're getting an instant decision. So this is an instant decision product, right? You're getting that instant decision in 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. You're getting that very quickly, right? By just answering personal health and lifestyle questions, right? They're signing, which I'll get to in a second. And then we're running the MIB and all that and giving you an instant decision. Then after that, you're getting the, you're having to get the beneficiaries and the how they want to pay and the banking information, all that afterwards. Then they sign again, and you complete the policy. Okay, so quick 8-minute application. So again, you have instant decision. You have this awesome underwriting that I talked about. You have the Everest plan that I haven't gotten to yet, but I want to touch on it. I'm going to touch on it briefly, guys, because it is a whole deal itself. But Sean, did you have something you want to jump in and say on that one?
Actually, what about CKD, chronic kidney disease? Is there any information on that, Jeremiah? One of the
We have a kidney dialysis in that, which I can still get graded on that with the chronic kidney disease. So I think you could go
data.
at least
Okay.
graded on that kidney disease. As long as they don't have anything else, I think you should be able to apply for at least graded on that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I think that because dialysis could happen, but also there are some CKDs where it's on the early stages. They don't have a renal failure or like a dialysis yet. So I was wondering if they could potentially be considered for select and get a level policy.
Possibly could. I would
Possibly.
say
Okay.
graded at, on this call, just so nobody, threatens me through text message or something. I would say, just kidding,
Yeah.
graded.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you can apply and see, but I think at least they can get graded and with a
Okay.
potential of select,
Got
especially if
it.
it's early stages and not much going on there.
Okay, perfect.
So the Everest plan, guys, I'm just going to touch on very briefly, guys. The Everest plan is a funeral concierge service. Really what it does, it's going to be a support tool for you as you're maybe looking into your funeral and things you want to set up for yourself as as you reach, as you get a final expense and you have that connection there with Everest, you can call and you can say, hey, I want to, I have questions on this or that. Guys, you're dealing with our Everest team and their licensed funeral directors. They're going to be able to support you, guide you in your funeral planning process, right? As you try to set that up. But the biggest benefit is it comes in for your beneficiaries, right? Because it's the most difficult time for them when you pass away. And there's so many things that go on. I think, Shauna, what I'll do, and you heard a lot about this when you were in
Yeah.
Denver. I think what I want to have David, you come on and really talk about Everest with you guys, maybe here in the next couple of weeks when we can get on another call and really go over Everest in general. But to give you guys a broad overview, right? Everest gives that beneficiary, again, that support, that guidance, the structure just to plan that funeral, right? They don't pay for anything. That's what the death benefit's for. So they're there to guide you and support you and really help you in the cost features of what you need for a funeral, how you can set that up, right? It does give you an expedited death claim. So what we do with that with Everest is we do send you out 25,000 of that death benefit within 3 business days. So that's huge, right? Because a lot of clients, they wait months, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to get that death benefit in some cases. My sister-in-law just went through this, right? If we can get it out to you in 3 days, really utilize that death benefit for what it's needed for, right? And not only if you sell this right, once you listen to David and you get the full insight on Everest, I think not only does it help make a sale for you because of all the benefits that go along with it on a great final expense plan, I think it also helps you with persistency and keep sales on the books, right? Yeah. So I think that's huge as far as Everest goes.
Yeah, and
go ahead, Dave. Go
Jeremiah,
ahead,
yeah,
Tom.
just to chime in, one thing I really liked about the presentation in Denver was that, so just to give you guys an idea, so let's just say client did their own research trying to find the best like funeral home, and their caskets and all that stuff, and let's just say it costs like $20,000 for the entire service. The funeral concierge service, Everest, they actually have a representative that will call and negotiate prices for you and find the best deals around your neighborhood where your family member can be buried and all that stuff. And there was a time where people are saving like three, five, $10,000 in cost. So it's not only for just setting it up for them, but also they're gonna also help you negotiate the price and get the best deal for the family. So not all money has to be spent on just final expense, but if there's anything left over, the family can still have that and use it for whatever else.
Exactly. No, great point. That's a great
Yeah.
point to add in. That price finder tool is huge when it comes to locating a funeral with the right cost and everything that can get you what you need for we know that final expense isn't huge policies, right? Average is like 6 to 8 grand for
Mm,
a cremation, maybe 10 to 12, maybe 15 at the most for burial, right? So you're not
mm,
getting a lot of money. So the more money you can save when it comes to planning a funeral, the better. And if you can get everything you need and get with the best funeral home, because guys, there's more funeral homes than our car dealerships, and funeral homes set their own pricing. So you could go to several different funeral homes and set up the same funeral package, and it's going to be different. And like Sean said, they could save you 5, 10, 15 grand in some cases on funerals. So great points there. I do want to mention, guys, because I did say, right, I know all these other carriers have trips and incentives and stuff. We have an incentive going on right now for Symmetry. If you haven't seen my emails, you're missing out. And it is regards to the new FE Express product, right? So we
mhm,
already are 2 weeks down because 1 week was during conference. The first
mhm.
week was, the second week was last week, and now so we're on our third week of this contest. And so I don't have anything right now that I can bring up on the screen. Actually, I'm gonna try to find something while I talk about it. So give me a second.
Mhm.
But guys, what we're doing for this contest is we are doing a 12-week contest. We're giving out $1,000 a week to the top agent that writes FE Express. For the next 5, we are giving out 5 $50 swag items, right? $50
Yeah.
swag items. And then after it's all said and done, we're going to pay out the top 10, the remaining $13,000. So it's a $25,000 giveaway overall. Over the 12 weeks, we're giving out $1,000 and a $50 swag item to 5 individuals each week, every week. And then at the end of the contest, for the last 10, the top 10 Final Expense Express producers, we're going to give out a total of 13,000. I think the top agent gets like 2 grand. I'm
Mm.
bringing up the contest right now. I think this is what I sent to the leaders. This is what I sent to the leaders to share with you guys.
Mhm.
So here we go. It runs through August 8th through October 31st. So as you can see here is the top 10. So here's at the end. First place gets 2 grand. Second place 1,500 through fifth place, and then sixth through the 10th place gets $1,000. So again, this is top PAP, so annual premium of Final Expense Express uh, policies that come through this time frame. But every week, like I said, I just gave one out the first week, 8/8 through 8/15, which was part of the conference through the conference, a cash prize of $1,000. I'm actually probably tomorrow or Wednesday will look at last week's numbers and give out another $1,000, right? And I'll do that so on through week 12.
Nice.
Through that same time frame, again, I'm taking the next. So basically, top 6 are getting something, or not top 6. I'm basically kind of saying, hey, top agents getting $1,000, top PAP, and then I'm picking in a hat the next 5 that are getting a $50 swag item that I'll pick, and then I'll call you and get all your information, get that out to you. So I'm also giving out $50 swag item to another 5 folks, and then again, prize payouts are determined by us. Again, this applies to the FE Express solution between those dates. And policies must be active in the contest in order to qualify it for those final folks, right? But guys, some huge opportunities for you to get some swag items, for you to win $1,000 each week, and then again for you to get another amount of money here and be the top FE Express agent for Transamerica during this time frame. So a huge contest that we're doing over the next 12 weeks. So again, actually, I would say the next 10 because there's 10 weeks left of that. So make sure you're getting those FE Express policies in, getting those in and issued. Obviously, they're instant issues, so it shouldn't be hard, but get them in, get them so we can qualify them for this contest, and I can get you guys out some swag items or some money. So that kind of looks at what we're doing for that. So it's a huge contest, again, that we're doing for you guys. A couple other things I want to mention. Okay, so we do have a practice, so a sandbox application. So here, I'll put this in the chat, this toolkit here. So I'm going to copy and put it in the chat here for you guys. don't believe they had a minimum, Sean, for the Everest concierge. Yes, there is. So it's basically the minimum. So the FE Express is a minimum of 5,000, a maximum of 50. So any any FE Express that you write them, you're going to have Everest on it because it's exclusive to Transamerica. I'm jumping back to Everest, and I apologize. I saw the question come in. So Everest is exclusive to Transamerica. No other carrier product will have Everest on it, right? There are other companies like Everest, but Everest is a little bit different in some of the things that they do, which is like the price finder tool and some of the licensed funeral directors they have on staff. So we went with Everest. So it's exclusive to Transamerica. And it's going to automatically built into the FE Express. So it isn't a extra product or isn't an extra cost, right? It's built into the product. Okay. So you don't have to add it. It's automatically on there. And yes, it is on our IUL. So our FFIUL, our Financial Foundation IUL product, it is on there as well. But that is a minimum of 250,000. So I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of that, what you're getting on there. So it's automatically added to any IULs, 250,000 face amount and above, and automatically on all FE Express policies, no matter what face amount. So the link I put out there for you guys, that is to our Transamerica FE Express Solution Toolkit. And if you go out there and you scroll down, you're going to see these three boxes here. You're going to look on training resources, go down to the bottom where it says brokerage TAN. Now, if you click on brokerage TAN, it's going to take you to what I like to say is it kind of looks like a C course, right? It's not, it's not a C course. You don't have to take this course to sell it. It's just more information on our FE Express. So you can start the course and go through everything. If you want to click on them individually, you can learn about the different highlights and features, billings, payments, whatever you want to do. Or you can go down to the second tier here. I know you guys, not a lot of you are in-person sales, right? But if you are, you can go to in-person sales sandbox and practice. And you can go, or if you're remote, which I know most of you are, you can go to the remote virtual sales sandbox practice feature. So you guys can practice that. Now, the biggest thing I left off, so I talked about the instant decision, which is a product that Transamerica has not had yet, which we are with the FE Express. So now that's instant decision. Okay. I talked about the underwriting, which is huge. You guys saw that. Now, I talked about Everest, which is unique to Transamerica and the FE Express. Okay, we have a contest going on. The biggest thing that we just launched, it was actually the week of conference, is a 6-digit signature process. So 6-digit code signing process. Okay, I'm going to go through that here and show you exactly what we're doing with that. Let me jump out there and show you this. So let me share my screen with this new, and where's that? Here we go. So 6-digit code. Guys, this is how it looks. So this is what you're going to do when you get to the two signing pieces of Transamerica's FE Express app, right? It's only available on the FE Express right now, okay? I have some news to share with you on that as well. But here's what you're doing, right? Here's going to be a piece of the app. You're going to choose text message, or you can choose email as well, right? It will be the same process email-wise. Is that they're going to get an email with a 6-digit code and so forth. So everything I talk about that they receive text message wise, they're going to get an email wise as well. But we're going to talk about the text message. So they're going to you'll select text message. Okay, when you do that, the client will get 2 simultaneous text messages. One's going to have their code, and one's going to have a link. What I tell you to do is have them look at the one with the code and give you the 6-digit code. Okay, when you do that, you're going to read them this little agent script, and you're going to put the code in, and you're going to green sign for the client. Okay, that's easy as it is. That's simple. 1, 2, 3 right there, guys. That's how quick and fast the signature process is now. Okay, if they want to go back and click on this link, they sure can. All it's going to do is bring up their policy and policy pages, show them what they signed and the verbiage on it. They can review their policy packet if they want, right? If they click on that link, they will have to they will have to put in their date of birth and the last part of their social when they do that. So that's why I'm telling you, they'll get 2 text messages. When you click that text message, We get 2 text messages from a 469 area code. That's huge to know as well. Okay, it will always come from a 469 area code. So you can let your clients know, hey, I'm clicking this. You're going to get a text message, 2 of them, from a 469 area code. They're going to open the one, give you the code. You're going to read them this script, put in the code, and agree to sign. They can go back in and click on that link, which then they'll have to put in their date of birth and the last part of their social. They can review what they signed up for, and if they have any questions, ask you at that point. But that is a simple 1, 2, 3 process of our new signature. Okay, you have to do that twice. So they get 2 different codes. So they get 4 different text messages throughout the process, 2 different codes, 2 different links to review their deal. And they give you both of those codes, and you will definitely click on this, agree to sign for the client, and move forward. So a huge, huge upgrade in our text to sign process. Again, same thing with email. They'll get 2 different emails, one with the code, one with the link, and they'll end up getting 4 throughout the process. One after they do the personal history, life, and health questions to run the MIB to get an instant decision. And then one at the end just to verify that they want the policy, they want to pay the premium, all those things. So 2 huge big changes in our signature process. They're going to be big for you guys as well to make it quick, fast, and easy and convenient for you guys. So huge stuff there. Man, I'm jumping all over the place, but I want to stick with the final expense. I think we got all our questions answered on that. Any questions on that final expense? I do want to jump into a few other things. I know that you guys, I'll dive into a little bit more. I know we're coming up on just about a half an hour, but I want to take some time for some questions as well. But any questions on the final expense? If not, I want to jump into just the term, guys, the term product itself, term and IUL. So the big news about these is I'm going to bring up this slideshow here. You guys know we have 2 term products. Whoops, I'll share that in a second. Okay, we have 2 different IUL products as well, but I wanted to talk really about the term right now. And then the IUL I'll talk about here in a second as well. But 2 different term products. We have the Trendsetter Super, Trendsetter LB. Again, we have living benefits. We have our basic term. Again, we have our IUL products as well. I don't have a screenshot of those right now, but we have our 2 IUL products as well. I'm not going to go into detail on those. The big news I wanted to share with you guys is that here in about the next, I would say next month or 2, I don't have a solidified date, but a month or 2, we are going to roll out with an instant decision IUL product. Okay, instant decision IUL. It'll work kind of like I just walked you through with the final expense. Okay, with the new FE Express. Okay, it will have that 6-digit signature process as well. It will also have living benefits on it. So a big thing coming here in the next 1 to 2 months with Transamerica on the IUL side, with a really, and Sean saw this down at our Denver event, the really simple illustration tool that goes along with this new instant decision IUL product. It's going to be really smooth, and I'm going to, once we launch that or get close to, I will jump on and share that with you guys. I know, Sean, I sent you, and for those of you that are interested in IUL, guys, we are doing, and I believe, Sean, you got that email, I hope. We're doing a pilot program for our IUL instant decision. So if you are interested in that, Sean, are you okay if I send them your way? You have the email. You can send them the link. Is that okay if I send them your way?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Excuse me. Talk to Sean. I did send him an email with a link. You can sign up. You need to do it before the 27th. Okay, we're taking the first 200 people to sign up, okay, for this pilot program. So get them the link, Sean, if you can, or if you're interested in it, reach out to Sean. Let him get you that link. You can sign up. You can be part of our pilot program for the new IUL instant decision product. We're excited about that, about the 6-digit code going along with that, and the living benefits being on there.
Yeah.
And then to come early next year, guys, I just want to mention this. To come early next year, guys, we are doing a term instant decision product as well.
Nice.
Okay, again, we'll have the 6-digit code signature process, just like I showed you with the FE Express, and we'll also have living benefits. So for those of you that don't know, guys, we are a core carrier with with Symmetry, right? If you're not contracted with us, you can get contracted today, whether you're brand new or whether you've been with Sean and Symmetry for 2 months, 3 months, years, whatever. If you are not contracted with Trans, you can get contracted with us now. We are a core carrier. you can do that immediately. And soon here in the next, I would say less than 6 months, guys, we're going to have a full portfolio of instant decision products for you guys.
That's
And I
awesome.
saved a little bit, the best for last, and then I'll shut up and see if we have any questions. I got a few more. I want 2 more things to share, but I want to see if we get some questions, guys. We are entering into core carrier commissions as well. So just sharing with you guys that we are in the process right now of restructuring commissions for Symmetry, because we weren't a core carrier, now we are. We want to reach those core carrier commissions and get you those. So we are in route right now. Hopefully in the next, I'm hoping 30 days, but it might be 60 days. We're going to get those commissions changed for you guys to be more core carrier-ish, if that's a word, right? We will be getting those, and we will be better than some of the carriers out there right now where we're not in some areas. We're going to be better than some of the carriers out there right now and be more competitive in that commissions area for you guys. You know, I know a lot of you don't sell based on commissions. Some of you might, which, you know, you have to feed your family, but we want to be in that competitive place to commissions, you know, product wise, ease of doing business, convenient. And we're hitting all those with the FE Express, guys. And those are going to be implemented into our IUL and our term products as well. So we're super excited to be competitive in commissions, to be competitive in the instant decision space, and a full product portfolio of those as well. So, Sean, I have just a couple more things to share, but is there any questions on anything right now that I can go to? I haven't looked at anything here for a second,
Yeah,
but
there's a
anything else?
question there from Liz. Please confirm as to when rates for term products start to increase once issued. Does that depend on type of product? Trendsetter Super or Trendsetter LB? I do realize that premium rate is fixed for only a few years, then it starts to increase after how many years?
So it is. So whatever you write. So if you write a 30-year term, they are fixed for 30 years, right? And then after that, it would go into an annual renewable term, and they would increase every year. So they are fixed for the duration of the term. So whether you're writing the Super or the LB, doesn't matter. If you write them a 10-year term, they're fixed rates for 10 years. Right? A 30-year term, they're fixed rates for 30. At the end of the term period is when they can, they have an option to convert them at any point in time, right? To any of our products. So they are convertible. The living benefits are convertible as well, but they convert them at any time. But at the end of the term process, the end of the term length, that's when they start to increase, and they'll do it annually. They'll do it every year. They'll increase every year after that term is expired.
Yeah, that's great. And Jeremiah, is this for all states? Is FE Express available for all states?
It is, except for New York.
Okay.
So like Guam, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, and New York is the only states it's not in right now. So we are not launched in New York, but we are. We submitted it to New York. Just haven't. It hasn't been approved and all that jazz yet.
Okay.
So,
Great.
But you can still write the immediate solutions in New York. If you are in New York, you can write our old final expense. Problem is it's a paper app only, so that's a tough one to go off of. So, what else? Are there any other questions in there?
Yeah, if you have any other questions, you can unmute yourself or just type it in on the chat.
And while we're waiting for those, I will share. So we do have a nice little underwriting cheat sheet for our FE Express too. So we don't have a paper app, obviously, but we created one, had our underwriters go through it. So this mirrors the e-app, right? So all of your questions here. So we have our knockout questions. Again, these are the same questions you're getting on the e-app. So we have our knockout questions. We have smoker questions, right? And it gives you, like, if they haven't smoked in 13 to 24 months, then they're considered a non-smoker. Same with DUIs and stuff. If it's within 2 years, the decline after 2 years select. So we go through that for you. They broke that down.
Yeah.
And same with medical. Right? We broke it down. Is there a specific number of years where they're select or graded? Is it just select overall? Right? So we gave you that here in a little underwriting cheat sheet. So we have that as well.
Yeah.
And then I know I mentioned the contest, but I do want to share, guys, we do have a convention as well. Every year we have a convention. In 2026, this year we went to Park City, Utah, Deer Valley Resort is where we went. It was awesome. Amazing time up there. We put on some of the best conventions, guys. I tell you that because, we only take a certain number of folks, right? but you can get there. And I can show you how to get there. So Transamerica 2026 convention, where are we going? We're going to the brand new Montage. This was just finished this year. Brand new Montage. If you've ever stayed at a Montage, they're absolutely phenomenal. But we're going to be in Cabo, Mexico. Right? Qualifications right now, right? Started January 1st, goes all the way through the end of the year. All of our products qualify. Right? So issue on any of our products. If you issued any of our products, term, IUL, whatever, they're going to qualify. The dates for this, mark in your calendars, are April 12th to the 16th. Now, to qualify, doesn't mean you get there, but to qualify, it's $100,000 in paid premium. Right? We do take our top 40 to 60 agents there. Right? And I will tell you guys, you can qualify writing 110, 150,000, right? We do have agents that qualify there. Just because we take our top 40 and 60 doesn't mean you got to write 3 million to do that, right? Mm-hmm. We do have agents that qualify that write in the 100 to 200,000 range. Okay, so you can get there. I know a lot of you write that in your sleep, which is phenomenal, but you can get there writing that. So that is available for you guys. So make sure you get on board with this, start writing this, hit this contest, hit the trip. We definitely want to see you guys, at these trips and being more a part of what Transamerica is doing. So I want to just finish up. I'm going to put up here while we ask for more questions here. Make sure I got everything. I think I got everything I wanted to talk about, but this is my contact information. So I want to elaborate on this a little bit. Guys, I know you have your support teams there, and you definitely need to use them as your number one, right? Sean, whoever your upline is, you need to contact them, right? That needs to be your number one go-to. We don't want to take their place. We're not trying to. What we're doing is being a secondary contact for you as a carrier because we are a large carrier. I know you guys have to. I was in the field once. The larger the carrier, the harder it is to get someone to take care of you and do things. I get it. I was there. Very transparent with you today on that. I know that from being in the field. So I want you to make sure you have your support outside of your first support, your secondary support, and us. So you have my number there. That's my personal cell phone. You can call or text me there if you want to. Right? That's my office email. I do have, like I said, I cover Symmetry basically alone as a regional VP, but I do have 2 internal wholesalers. They don't travel, don't do anything, right? They don't do anything. They don't do any webinars or they don't do any travel, right? They're doing a lot behind the scenes of supporting me and supporting you. Right, so that's their office direct office phone numbers and their emails as well. I will tell you guys, because we're getting contacted directly and doing some different things, give us 24 hours to reply to you guys. I try to get back before then, but give us 24 hours to reply to you. Now, if you need a quick illustration, a quick quote, you need help finding something on the portal, or you need you need to get an agent guide, or you have a product question. This 866 number, guys, is to our full sales support team. Okay. Fully capable of answering any of your questions, doing any of those things for you, right? You don't have to go to me or Jason or James just to get a quick quote. You can go to this team. Right? They're fully capable of answering those. You're going to go into a queue. You may wait on hold for a brief moment because there's 13 of them, so it goes through pretty quick. First available person will pick up the phone and do whatever you need, right? Support you in whatever way that we can to help you do more business with Transamerica. So that's your support team in a whole with Transamerica, your secondary support team. Make sure you're utilizing us, right? We want to help you grow, support you in doing more business with Transamerica, and just overall earning more of your business. So I'll leave that up on the screen, Sean, while we continue to chat. Is there any other questions on anything? If not, I can mention a few things, but
one of the agents can't chat on the Zoom for some reason, but he said, I can't find the chat box in our Zoom. I have a question. Does the app stop you if you're not going to qualify, or does it let you finish through the whole app?
No. So in 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to know if you should move forward with the app or not. Like, they're going to be instantly approved or declined.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not wasting your time. Like when I went through the process, right? You're just getting personal history questions, health and lifestyle questions, right? Then you're getting an instant decision by having them signed with that 6-digit code. And it's telling you right there, yep, they're declined. Yep, they're approved graded. Yep, they're approved, instantly approved select. So you know right then and there, that is a final approval. Okay. And then from there, then you get the rest. Then you can go on if they're approved graded and they want to move forward, or if they're approved select and they want to move forward. Then you can go through and get the beneficiaries, the banking information, right, and do all that, right? So you're spending 2 to 3 minutes with your client and getting an instant decision and knowing if they're approved or not. And then if they're approved, one of the, then they can decide if they want to move forward once they're approved, whether graded or select, and then you get the rest of the information. So yes, you are knowing in that 2 to 3 minutes if they're good to go or not.
Okay. Okay, perfect, Jeremiah. Yeah, thanks for giving all that information to our agents. I feel like we learned a lot today, and yeah, we're gonna implement some of these things to help more clients, and hopefully we can use more Transamerica as we go. And yeah, if
Definitely.
there's a new products rollouts, we'll have you back on the call so you can introduce that to our agents. But thanks
Yeah, and I would
for
love to jump back on and share and have David you on with Everest and really share with you the details on Everest and what it's all about, and really give you a deep dive into that. If that's something that you're interested in,
Yeah.
Sean, we can definitely talk about that
absolutely.
too. But yeah, love to be on these more regularly if I can, and just give you guys, keep pounding in Transamerica what we're doing and some of the great things. So I appreciate you letting me in and talking with you guys today. Have a blessed week, everyone, and reach out to us if we can be any help. So thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Jeremiah.
you.
Yeah. And thanks for jumping on this call, everyone. This week we are gonna absolutely crush it. And yeah, let's hold ourselves accountable. Jump on that 60-day challenge WhatsApp group. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get healthier, let's get wealthier and work on ourselves. And I'm super excited. And if you need anything, just reach out to your leaders and your agency owners, and we're here to help you. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeremiah.